So thank you for filling out the call prep form. I did see it. I was reading it
Yes.
before. A couple things, and I know you copied that file, and I want to talk to you about it before we do anything with it, okay?
Okay.
So before we jump into all of that, um, anything you want to share that happened this week? Good, bad, and different?
Um, I'm just feeling the burden lighten with um, immediately with the transaction coordinator. She's so sweet and helpful. The
Oh,
only
fabulous.
negative at all is that she's a talker and I'm a talker. But you
So you
know,
have to time yourself. You have to say, okay, well, we can chit chat for 2 minutes. The alarm's going to go off, and then we have to get back to work. Yeah.
excuse me, but we're making progress on things, and some of that foundational stuff you just have to spend the net time now, and then it's faster as you go. So like giving her passwords to get in and
Yeah.
defining a little more clearly what's part of her coordinator role and what would I pay her extra for. And that's coming from me because she's a person who could easily be abused by do this for me, and consider it part of that.
Okay. So are you giving her SOPs about what you want and how you'd like her to do it?
She is creating them for me.
Yay! That is awesome.
That's what
That's
I say.
perfect. That's
Because
perfect.
she's
Good for
she's been
you.
working for my friend Cathie Beck, who sells 15 million and is super chill and organized. And now Cathie has an in-house person.
Okay. So she's
So
got the
that's
experience, and so she's been trained by
yes,
somebody who perfect.
yes. And she has the great spirit of she wants to help you even to her own detriment. So
Okay. Well, all right. Well, we don't want to have her burn on you either, so you got to manage.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And then knowing we've got good organization coming with you, I'm just super hopeful about that. I don't know if you know Seth Mills or know that name, but he's our DPR Dallas Preston Road um, coach for the new agents.
Hmm.
And he and his wife have a phenomenal business, and they have 4 children. Crazy person. Um, but I told him, of course, he's all plugged in to go and everything. And I told him I was doing Nexus coaching. He said, "Oh, who's your coach?" And I said, "So um, uh, I just need more time in a day and more energy, and I'm working on that." So
Okay. And being realistic about how many hours you're working. Like, are you working at 11 o'clock at night and then trying to get up at 5:30 in the morning?
I don't get up at 5:30 ever unless there's a plane to catch.
Yeah.
6:30 or 7 is when I get up, depending on how soon I have to be where. And then um, my goal or my rule is that I have alarm set at 9 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. because I want to be in bed by 10. Last night I couldn't be because I took time at dinner time to just sit and have dinner with Charles and play some dominoes,
Nice.
knowing that it meant the things I have 2 closings today. I've never had 2 in a day before, and I had to get their closing gifts ready. So that was a kind of a no-brainer job I did late last night rather than have to get up early and be leaving here frantically with parts in my car that I was going to put together after I got to the parking lot. Try not to do that.
Okay.
That's
So,
my usual way of doing.
okay, so there are a couple other things that we can talk about. We had talked about your gifting and so we'll go into all that. There is a process that you can use where the gifts are sitting in your garage in a box, and all you have to do is just grab one and go. So how would that feel?
I kind of have that. I just have to
Okay.
zhuzh it.
Okay.
So I have bags that have the canvas bags that have my logo on them
Okay.
because I really like that logo. And then I have different things depending on the level of the sale and the personality of the client. I have Cutco knives, Cutco scissors that are branded to me. And then I have fire blankets, that if your grill or your stove catches on fire, you throw it over that. And then Client Giant, every time I send out a gift, I got one and I just stash those in the gift closet. So I pull them out, but then I just have to wrap them in tissue, put them in the thing, write the note. But I could go a little And I have turquoise tissue paper and little stickers that I seal the tissue with that have my logo on them.
Good.
So
That's
yeah, I got a stockpile, but it could be more grab and go.
okay. Um, all right. If I'm looking over to the left, I apologize. It's just I have the monitor
Mm,
next to me.
you
It's
never have to worry about me thinking
thank
anything about that.
you. So, all right. So on the call prep form, I just want to read it to you because let's just break it down to what you really mean. Okay.
Okay.
So specific topic area focus, what do you do every day? Are you still establishing the basics and working out the leveraging mode? So what are you thinking?
Well, the leveraging, I'm still spending time with Terry, and that's as it pops up, as she reaches a point of she needs to know how I want the next thing done, or she needs a password to get into final offer so she can put my horse farm listing into private collection, things like that. So we're backing up 3 steps to get to. So that's ongoing for a little while, and then establishing like the client hub thing and the business organization thing you sent, all of that I want to get up and running. Um, so I've established what I do every day until about 9 o'clock in
Okay.
terms of my morning routine. It's sort of what's next other than go the way the winds blow me.
Okay.
Um, and I thought about this week the thing about my job as the thinking of myself as the rainmaker for myself rather than the worker bee for myself. My job's to go on appointments and follow up. And what I've discovered since working with you and having Terry is that the days that I go on appointments, I like going. I like being out and let somebody else, I want to catch them and somebody else string them.
That's great.
So that's it feels so good when I've got to be at this listing appointment at 9, at this showing at 11, have Terry email things to Office Depot, print me so I can print them out on my way from the showing to getting my elderly buyers to sign in person, swing by the Office Depot, I like that hectic pace,
Good.
but I want to have time to be prepared, not necessarily over prepared. I'm good at preparing at the last minute, but time to be on time to everything.
Okay. So is that scheduling in your calendar or is that having things ready, like having the presentations pretty much ready to go, or what are you thinking?
I'm doing a better job of having everything in my calendar. Once you said do that, I think I've done that. I even catch myself and think, wait, I didn't put that in there.
Yeah.
Um, I always overestimate what I can get done in the time allowed.
Okay.
And if I yesterday I was having a call with a client at 1 o'clock, I got off the Zoom I was on at 12:45 and prepared for that call, which meant I had things to print out. I really cut it too close. I want to be more professional and got it together. But once I have all my parts there that I'm going to talk to somebody about, and I've made up my mind where I think this property needs to be listed and why, because once I've hit that, then I'm confident. Then I speak with authority.
Okay.
If not, they'll say, well, don't you think we could ask a little more? I've already thought about that.
Okay.
Yes, if you want to sit on the market, may I speak frankly? Yes, if you want to sit on the market for,
For 6 months. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I only know that. Okay. So, all right. It's funny.
You've heard that. You've taught that. May I speak frankly?
Yeah. So here's the thing. You're the CEO, boss lady.
Mhm.
That also means that you are the owner of your calendar.
Yes.
You decide what goes in and what time. And so just a question for you. If a client calls and says, I need to see you, what's your, like, how do you decide what day and what time to schedule the appointment? What's your process?
I would normally say, uh, maybe give them a broad idea. I'm available today after 3, tomorrow from 10 to 3.
How do you,
What's
how do
what's
you
good for
know,
you?
how do you know when you are available?
because I look at my calendar and see what the
Okay.
I have to
Um,
make myself look because I want to go from my memory, and that's not a good idea.
okay, so the habit of looking in your calendar, I think I had mentioned to you, it's going to take, you're going to have to do it, you're going to have to push it, and then all of a sudden you're going to feel like you don't ever want to make a commitment without looking at your calendar because you know that it's going to hurt you.
Yes, I'm getting there. It'll make me look bad to my client that I'm
Well,
late, that I've hurried, that I've
it's that, and then it becomes it's even deeper than that.
okay.
You are, I'm going to say this again, okay? You are the CEO of your business. You are the master of your calendar. And mastering your calendar is part of being a really good, effective CEO and running your business as efficiently and as effectively and productively as possible. So when are you looking at your calendar? Do you look at it at night, in the morning, both? When are you really looking at it?
I remember.
Okay.
Um, Part
Yeah.
of my plan that I'm trying to start this year, so it's not a New Year's resolution, is that the night before I look at my calendar and make my to-do list. And I need a system for my to-do list because I write it down on this page, and in 3 days I get three-fourths of it marked out, and now I need to start a new page. I need an etch a sketch where I can, I mean, where I can erase the things that are done um and kind of keep a running thing. And I've thought about I need a place instead of notes with you every 18th or 23rd or third page in here. It needs to be maybe I have one book that's my coaching notes, like
Like a
this
binder.
one. Yeah, or like this one, just that notes with you are in, so it's easy to find and go back.
Okay.
Um, and I
Um,
take too long deciding what the system's going to be, and then I'm off to the next 3 days of scratching it down randomly in my notepad.
okay. So I can make a suggestion and it'll help you with figuring out your basics and your schedule, and it's probably the next step for you. We know now, based on the Life by Design and the economic model that we did together, we know what your goals are. We know how many, do you know how many appointments? Do you remember what the number of appointments is you need to
It's
meet the goal? We can look at
one.
the,
It's I've got it all pulled up there.
it's fine.
Let's.
The more we look at it, the more you'll remember. It's fine.
I'm keeping it pulled up on my computer to the page where I add my clients.
Okay.
I like looking at that page. Uh,
Good.
yeah, let's see.
You're in here. I see it. You have it open. It's got your name on it. Starts
Yeah,
Cathie Client 2026. And
I've got it.
okay, the first
Uh,
two pages are the most important in this document.
the first switch.
The first two tabs, the
Yeah,
Life by Design and the MREA, the
yeah. I'm at the MREA one,
okay,
and
good.
it
I thought,
doesn't. I need two listing. I need one a week. Two listing and two seller appointments monthly.
yep, that's so it's a total of 4 appointments every month.
Yes.
Okay, and if you want to stay 50-50, 50 on the listing side and 50 on the buy side, then yes, it's two of each.
Yeah. I'd rather have more listings, except they're so labor intensive. If they stay on the market, it's painful.
Yeah, you could ask Bonnie about that. She has that. I'm not one of the best clients she's ever had. I could tell you that. So she's probably complaining, but it's all good. So, all right. So if you want to shift that, you shift it. So for you, knowing that, right, and we talked about this, now that you are leveraging that time with the TC and her name, what's her
Mhm.
name?
Terry.
Carrie. So now the CEO has to look at the business and say, what is the very best way I can make up for that time? She's taking 2 or 3 hours off my plate. I'm paying her to do that. How do I get the most return on investment for the time that I'm paying her for? Now I get that time back. What am I going to do with it? Your conversion rates are very good.
Mhm.
Went through your conversion rates. Once you pick up the phone and you make an appointment and you're in front of a client, there's no stopping you. You've got very nice conversion rates.
Yeah. It's the
So
nature of the sphere and all the rest of that. That wouldn't be the case if it were FISBOs and
that's okay.
expireds. And
So
yeah.
that's okay, and that's good too. And we also talked about where your business came from, right? The
Mhm.
transactions that you've had year to date.
Mhm.
So if you're going to look at your calendar and you're going to block out time for anything, what would be the activity that you think would most benefit you and your business?
Things that lead to appointments.
Okay, which is what? What kind of activities would that be?
I don't want to say it.
Oh my God,
Like my sphere.
it's like a bad word. It's like no, I don't. It's almost like there's poop covering the pile of gold, and nobody wants to dig through the poop. That's what it looks like.
Oh, I like that image. I can use that. Am I a poop digger or not? I mean,
Well, want to get to the gold? I think you might have to
yeah.
be.
I mean, I don't mind getting my hands dirty, so I might need to wear gloves in that case, but I can do it.
I could give you a much nicer analogy. So years ago, I did a talk, right? And I'm in a restaurant, and there was a glitch with the electricity. They couldn't get my presentation going, and it's a big group of people that are at dinner. It's a little bit more. It's a business networking professional group, and they invited me to come in and do a training. So, have you ever read the book by Brian Tracy, Eat That Frog?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I was going to do a little bit of that. So what I did was, what kind of food do you hate the most? You can't stand it. Like you hate it.
Liver,
Okay. So, and what's your favorite dessert in the world? Like you would have dessert all day long if you could.
chocolate souffle.
Oh, okay. Good. I'm on board with that. Okay. So imagine I have two plates. One plate has the liver on it, and one plate has a chocolate souffle.
Hmm.
And I'm standing in front of you, and I'm saying, Cathie, with all the love in my heart, if you don't even try the liver, you can't have your chocolate souffle, right? So it's the same analogy. It's
Yeah,
you've got to it's a mental thing. What's more important to you? Is it more important to you to get to the leads, to the appointments, to be in front of people? What's really driving you? And then we go
yeah,
back to your why, which is why we did the life by design. Like,
yeah.
why are you doing this?
And I think I've reached something. You tell me if this is good thinking or if not. That when you told me to call somebody that day and tell them I was grateful, that sort of thing, um, thank them for referrals, what it's meant to my business, all of that. Um, I was looking forward to doing that. If you had said, call 5 people every day this week, I would have just put my hands on my head and said, I'm not even getting close to that liver. It's just, it's a bridge too far. It makes me unhappy. But thinking about it was both the number one and rather than 5. And I'm not saying that to say, don't be asking me to call 5, but I have to get there. I have to get there gradually. And I have not called anybody else since I did that, but I've thought about it. I've driven by the house of one of the people I left a message for. I drove by her old house. It was covered with Christmas, like the Griswolds had bought their house, the inflatables, the elves on the swing, the whole thing. I took pictures of that and sent them to her and said, I was driving by here. Um, and wanted you to have these, thought you'd get a kick out of it. And I would love to see pictures of your little elf
Very
rebels.
nice. That was
You know,
great.
so yeah, so I love doing little things like that because when I called her, I thought she's at work, all those limiting beliefs. I'm still going to call her and follow up because I said I'll call you. Um, but that made it lots better. And I also realized how much I enjoy out of the blue Monday, a former client reached out, said, we saw this $765,000 listing, and we know we could just call the listing agent, but we'd rather deal with you. And I said, oh, great. So we went to see it Tuesday morning. I went to see their house yesterday that I sold them 6 years ago and haven't seen it except from the outside since. And it looks fantastic. They've done wonderful things. It's market ready just about. And Saturday we're going for a second showing. And we're strategizing about we can buy without selling, but could we lowball it a little and see what they say? And I'm saying we'll work out all the strategy.
Good.
Um, so that just came and it reinforced that I need to be talking to the people because I do like almost everybody I've ever worked with. There's
Mhm.
one I can think of that I wished I could have handed her off the day before closing, but
Okay. So let's go back then. So I'm looking at the form where you added your clients.
pipeline. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up because it's on my other thing. So
Oh,
I've got,
and I got an agent referral from Florida this week that one of my Bobs in Houston
very
gave her
nice.
my name when the Naples agent asked her buddy in Florida, who do you know in Dallas? And I don't know their price point yet, but he's in his early 50s and retired. So I think it'll be a good one.
Where did you put which document?
The pipeline on the hub,
The one that we have open now or the new one that I sent you?
the one we have open now. I was going to ask you where I thought I should put these into the new one, but I was waiting because you told me to wait after I did.
I don't see any of the clients here.
On the pipeline page, I have,
Hold on.
yeah, I've got like
Oh my
14.
goodness. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I was looking at your other file. Okay, I
Okay.
have it. So,
Okay.
and then here, okay, so now let's do this mindfully. If you look down
Okay.
on column I,
Yes,
so does this reinforce who you should call and why?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I should include referral partners in that.
I don't, I only see one agent to agent referral.
Well, I named it differently as I went down the list. It's later it says referral from Austin agent,
Oh, I
referral
see.
from
Okay, so three.
I'll change them to agent to agent. That makes it more distinctive from referral from sphere and things like that.
Yeah. But however, it's easier for you to keep track of it.
I'll fix it.
So when you look at your calendar, Kath, you said at
Yep.
9 o'clock, you're not sure what to do next. You get to a certain point and then it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah,
Right. All of what we just talked about. And I know you don't want to make phone calls.
that's okay.
What is
Just
it
don't tell me I have to make 5 a day, 5 days.
No, but just out of curiosity, what is it about
Mhm.
making phone calls that is keeping you from doing it? Is it like what
It
specifically?
feels like drudgery. I'm going to get behind coming out of the gate, and then I'm going to be even more miserable. It's got to be the carrot can't be too far out there. I feel as if um, I do a lot of things that the payoff's going to be later, and I understand like the long term nurture, all of those things. I get that. I have the patience for that. Um, well, I'm going to say what I've known probably for 12 years that I learned in Ignite is I need to block time to call people.
Yeah, sweetie. I'm sorry to do that to you, but yeah, I think that even if you just block from 9 to 10, don't take
Yeah,
any appointments. You control your calendar. If a client says, "Can you meet me at 9 or 9:30?" You say no. The earliest I can meet you is, and you look at your calendar and you give them two options, and you have to protect your lead gen.
yeah.
The other reason, really importantly, is that saying out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, yeah.
You want to be top of mind. You want to be, calling and saying thank you for your business, thank you for the referral. And the only other thing, and a couple of my clients do this, so it's not just you. I don't,
Mm-hmm.
unless your sphere is including other professionals who give you referrals, like estate attorneys and title or insurance or mortgage people.
It does.
It does include that.
Well, I should probably make them say vendor.
Or put or put referral from insurance agent or so that we
Okay.
can break it down even more. So that
Okay.
you remember that it came from a mortgage lender, or it came from an estate attorney, it came from, because then that's a whole different kind of marketing and growing your business. Because then it's like, okay, so you have one or two of some vendor in that category, and then
Mm-hmm.
marketing, it's like, okay, maybe one day you just call all the local real estate attorneys and you
Yeah.
ask, there's a way that you guys can reciprocate business for each other, make referrals for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you do the same going down the line. So if you're going to block out any time for lead gen, how long would you really be willing to commit to and actually follow through?
Um, I would say an hour because one call may be 20 minutes, you
Okay.
know?
All right.
Um, and here's where I hit a snag.
Mhm.
Like Monday, we're driving home from Memphis. The client calls me and says, "Hey, we've seen this house. We want to see when could you show it to us?" And I said, "Well, I could do it, one of these next 3 mornings. What looks good for you?" And he says, "Well, it has to be early because I'm going to do that and then go to work." So we set 9 o'clock Tuesday morning. Um, and then I had already an 11 o'clock that it took me from meeting him at 9, and that ran long. And then the travel time to the 11 o'clock, I was late for it.
Okay.
And I didn't think I was squeezing him in. I thought I'd given myself an hour with him, an hour buffer, that'll work, 30 minutes apart. Um,
And did it work?
so it worked, but I was late to the 11 o'clock. And also we spent enough time at the house that now he wants to go see it Saturday and is seriously considering buying it without selling his house. So now we're working on how fast could we get his house on the market and what might it really sell for.
Okay, so knowing that not everything is in your control, I guess when
Mm-hmm.
clients have what they have, there's only so much you can do. Are you okay? So, how would it feel to just say, I'm going to make up to an hour worth of calls every day based on the schedule? Even if you do a half hour in the morning and a half hour in the afternoon, it doesn't have to be all at once.
I will be happy. Here's would this work? If I make my list the night before of, let's say, 3 people I'm going to call the next day, and my goal be that I'm going to actually speak to at least one of them. And then I have my list with their names there, and I'm not having to remember them the next day. Um, and I call them in the car. I love being able to be
Yep.
going somewhere and talking on the phone. The problem becomes if a call goes long and I get where I'm going, again, I need to set the expectation of, hey, I'm on my way to a 9 o'clock appointment, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Um, so
How
it
does,
won't run over.
how does that feel?
That's good.
Well, it was your idea. I would agree with you, though. I do think that's a good.
Almost cruel.
I'm sorry.
Um,
You've
I have
got
an attorney friend who says that's putting the leaves over the hole and just backing up until the opponent
you,
walks into the
you,
hole.
I
I
just
saw
want
it
you to,
coming too.
do you know what you just did?
Yes.
You just put on your gardening gloves, move the manure, and you're starting to find the gold. You
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I like that. I like that image better than the liver because the liver is like my parents telling me to eat something I don't want to eat.
All right, so I'll use that very sparingly going forward. Okay. All right. So
Uh,
all right, so it's gonna be, and you use Siri, so you can say Siri call blah blah blah, right?
oh yeah.
Not filing. Okay.
I text and all of that with the dictation.
Okay. As long as, yeah. And if you have to pull over, you pull over, right?
Mm-hmm. Take notes, whatever.
So it's going to be 3 people a day. That's what I heard you say.
Huh?
How many days a week?
Can I do 3? Let me
Mhm.
build up.
It's
And that way, if I get behind a day, I'm not compounding my problem the next day.
okay. How am I going to know that you're doing this? How are you going to track it?
How am I going to what? Track it.
Yeah, because you're going to be in
Mm,
the car. So what's the best way
yeah.
for you to track it?
Mm. What's worked for other people?
Okay, so since you use Siri, when you hang
Yeah.
up the phone with whoever, whether you left a voicemail or whatever, you can either say, hey Siri, right? You have to say, hey Siri, my phone just
Yeah.
turned.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, send a text message to myself or send a text message to Deborah Pearlman, Cathie Crouch, Phyllis Papkin, Ronnie Haskell.
Deborah Pearlman.
Right? You hear her?
Yes. Saying your name. Uh,
So just send a voice text to either yourself and track who you're actually calling so that you don't lose track of who it is. The next thing we're going to talk about at some point in the not too distant future is getting you an admin who you can actually send this information to with the notes, and they put it into a spreadsheet for you.
okay.
Like you'll literally say, send a text message to whoever,
Terry. Yeah.
right? And say, spoke with blah about blah. Please put in a note to call back on Friday, the date, and send me it in a spreadsheet. And you'll be
Okay.
able to do that all day long. And then at the end of every day, whenever you figure is good for you, have her just email it to you.
Okay. Yeah. In fact, I might make my list a text to myself, and then I've got it in the car on the phone if I don't remember. Um, yeah.
That would not work for you.
Is
Okay.
there a need to record that in command, or we're using the spreadsheet?
It's what's going to be best for you.
Okay.
On here, I also have, and I didn't share, it's on the other document that we didn't talk about. Well, we can
Okay.
talk about
I've
it.
got that open if you want to tell me.
Well, we're a few minutes over and I don't
Oh,
want
okay.
to, I go over a lot with you and I don't want to abuse my, my time with you. I don't want
I don't want to abuse you. So,
it's okay. There are tracking sheets. And ideally, what you want to do is when you're scheduling an appointment with a buyer, or you're doing a buyer presentation or a listing, you want to put in the appointment, schedule appointment, or put it into your calendar, walk through with potential buyer, presentation with seller, or put an S for seller, B for buyer, L for listing, whatever works for you somehow. And put it in the name, the title of what the appointment is. So either put an L for listing, S for seller, B for buyer. You can put an LB, a LP listing presentation, a BP buyer presentation. Buyer walkthrough could be BWT. Find
okay.
what
Yeah.
works for you. And the reason you want to do that is because then every once in a while we can go into your calendar and do a search, and you just do a search for LBP, listing buyer, whatever presentation, and it'll show
Uh-huh.
you all of the appointments that you've had. And then we can talk about how many of those appointments turned into and make sure that your conversion rates are where you want them to be. But
Okay.
that's a lot. And
So, is this pipeline tab in the oomph plan? Is that where I put the appointments?
What we'll do is I'll have my admin go in because I don't want you to have to retype all of this.
Uh-huh.
I'll have her take all of this information and move it into the other file for 2026. So you
Oh,
can keep
great.
using this. Yeah. I'll just tie it to your new file.
Okay. And then the next one I have, I'll go into the new file to add it.
Yeah, you should be able to. Let's do that very quickly. So can you shared your new file with me? I'm sorry. And I know we're a few
Yes,
minutes.
I did. With you as editor, that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I got you. I thought I saw it come in. Was that yesterday or this morning?
It was last night.
It's last night.
Yeah, so yesterday's date.
Okay, let me just put here, Cathie. Okay, there we go. Are you taking any kind of medication? Like what is it doing
Yes,
for you?
I take Allegra every day.
Mm.
And we've had like the barometric pressure has changed. Kind of winter has finally started to be here. And that gets me too.
Yeah, because if you look at the pipeline sheet that I
Mhm.
have in the oomph,
Yes.
state for, okay, the one that you shared back with me,
Uh,
there's a lot of, there's only one thing in here that I just want you to be really careful with.
okay.
Your version, the protected cells, like all of column M should be protected. You should not be able to type into column, anything in column M on your pipeline. Are you able
Let me
to,
see.
just pick a cell and just,
L. I'm getting over to M. It's
yeah.
not. I wasn't there. Let me see. Expected GCI.
Yeah, are you able to type anything into any of those boxes or no?
Well, I could type alphabet. Yes, I can type in those
And then hit
boxes.
return. Let's see, does it show up?
Oh, I erased. Do you see it?
Yeah, see, that's not supposed to happen. So I think I may have to, okay. You haven't done anything with this document yet, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we might have to can't to delete this and I might have to share a different copy with you because the whole thing is that anything that will automatically calculate for you, I
Huh?
want you to have those columns protected so that you don't accidentally write over it and then we lose the
Okay.
form.
Got it.
So why don't you do this? Can you go back and just delete this file? Just delete it. Don't even use
The
it.
whole thing. Okay.
Yeah, just delete it. I'm sorry to make you go through the
It's
exercise.
okay. All
And
I
then
did was change the name, really.
yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll go back in and I'll share the correct file with you. We'll get your pipeline in there for you so you don't have to redo it. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll get that deleted. I'm
Okay.
not sure where it lives, shared with me, maybe.
Yeah. Well, now you own it. So you'll find it. If you just type in oomph in your search bar from your main drive, if you go back to like
Okay.
mine and you look for just type in oomph, it
Okay.
should probably come up and you could just delete it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, but this one is working well for you, so we'll take this information. And then okay, so the one that you just added on the buy side, that's gonna buy in 26, there's no dollar value in there.
I don't know yet. That was a referral from the Florida agent, and she wasn't sure what their budget was going to be. But they're living here in a rental through March. He's
Okay.
retired, and
Okay.
she, anyway.
All right. So for you, if I go back and I look at your call prep form and what you wanted to achieve, right? Every day, establishing the basics, working at the leveraging mode.
Yes.
So making those phone calls while Terry's doing the work that you don't have to do anymore.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Like I just walked into the leaf covered hole. Well, and I like the idea of I want what I do to be A plus. I want to make 100 and I want to be the first one to turn my paper in. So um if you tell me if this exercise of me realizing not just that I need to do it because that's what works, that I need to do it, or I mean, it's just too logical to be denied.
Well,
It's much better this way.
good.
I'm the rebel in me doesn't want to be told what to do. Um, and this is more I'm the boss of me.
Yeah, you came up with the idea.
Yeah, you are so bad.
Yeah, I've been told that. So what's going to
So
end up,
bad you're good.
yeah, thank you. You know what's going to end up happening?
What's that?
On the days, on certain days when you know that you have planned to make a couple phone calls, if you
Uh-huh.
don't get to them, you're going to feel bad because you're going to want to make the phone calls. That's what's going to happen.
Exactly.
That's what's going to
Exactly.
happen. And then,
Because I've told you I'm going to do it, not because you've told me I should do it.
yep, yep. And it'll become a habit and you're going to get enjoyment talking to these
Mhm.
people. And it's going to
I
feel
will.
good because it's also going to validate what you've done for them and that the work that you're doing, it's not just about the work, it's about the relationships that you've established.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
And
is gold, which is the gold, Kath. That's the gold.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, nurture
Yeah,
relationships.
100%.
It's a
Okay.
strong suit. I need to take advantage of it. Really.
Well, do you want to?
Yes.
Okay. So I
It
want
fits it
and
fits
we'll
with the reason I'm in real estate because Charles told me I was a connector. I should be a real estate agent. And that's exactly what that is at the most fundamental level is connection. And it's
yep.
not with strangers,
No, you're not making cold calls.
right?
Yeah.
God help me. Yeah, thank you.
Well, we might do that sometime in the future, just so you know. But we'll get
Stop.
there.
I
Well,
hear my mother calling me.
wait, I got an incentive for you, and then I promise you I'm going to let you go. Okay, you ready for this? Here's the
Yeah.
incentive. If
Okay.
you don't make phone calls to referral partners, past clients, repeat clients, anybody you've gotten referrals from, then the only other option is to call your FISBOs, your expireds, and cold calls. So you choose. Who would you rather call?
Okay. This is like avoidance therapy.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Like chew up your food, spit it out, look at it, put it back in your mouth. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetie. All right. So I don't think we're going to meet now until after the new year. Let me see.
Okay.
We're not meeting next week because it's the holiday.
Yeah.
I do have you actually on the 26th, but you don't want to meet then, right? Are we taking that day
No, I'll
off?
be in Memphis and you'll probably we'll still be in holiday mode.
I don't know where I'm going to be, but okay. I have to tell you, I had the most amazing hot chocolate the other day. They put Bailey's in it with whipped cream and marshmallows and a little bit of the crushed peppermint on top. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. It was the best hot chocolate I've ever had in my life.
You know, you can put Bailey's in a chocolate milkshake when it's hot outside, and it's kind of it's the hot weather version of
Okay, so I'm going to start doing this on a regular basis.
yeah. Regardless of the weather, you've got a
That
plan.
doesn't matter. Sounds good. Okay, we are next scheduled for Friday, January 2nd. Do you want to not work that day?
Uh,
And we can move.
that's good with you. You tell me. That's good with me. I'm not a big. I won't be up at midnight. The night before. I'll
Well,
try, but
New Year's Day is the first. We're scheduled for Friday the 2nd.
yeah.
Do you want to
Oh
keep that,
yeah.
or
Okay.
do you want to keep it, or
I'm
you want
good
to move
with
it?
I'm good with keeping it if you are.
Yeah, I think right now it's good. We don't have any plans for the 2nd. If anything comes up, I'll let you know. But then we're
Okay.
definitely set for the 9th. And then after that, we're done with the holiday schedule.
Okay. So
All
we're
right.
8:30 on the 2nd and the 9th at this
Um,
point.
you know what? I have you at 8 to 8:30 your
We
time.
did that today because I have to get to the office.
Okay, so you want me to move it back to 9:30?
Your
8:30.
time, is that good with you?
Yeah, so hold on. It should be for all of them, right? Going forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me just make that. I forgot that we just did effort today.
If I see that if we talked at 8, it helps me get my calls in. I may see if we can move it to 8.
Do you want to keep it at 8 your time? We can.
Let's do that as I think about it. That lets me get to what's next sooner.
That's fine. So 9 to 9:30 forever and ever. My time.
8 8 to
8:30.
8:30, 9 to 9:30 your time.
Yep. So for the rest of your life, you're going to be talking to me from 8 to 8:30 your time on Fridays.
Yes. Yes.
Well, there's something to look forward to. Okay.
There you go. I know. Just start the weekend early.
There you go. Oh my goodness. All right. I will never put Bailey's in my coffee when I'm talking to you, I promise.
Yeah, that's fine with me if you do. It'll make you so happy.
I might forget about the liver and the calls. There you go. We'll see how.
Uh,
All right, my
oh,
dear.
thank
Good luck.
you.
We have two closings today.
Yes, I've never had two in a day
That's
before.
fabulous. So the numbers that you shared with me, is that including
Include
those
them.
two? Oh, they do. So
Yes,
you're at
I anticipated.
18. You're at 18, and that includes that those two are in here with the GCI also. So that 195, that's everything, all 18. It
It's
includes,
the 18 and it's the 2 wholesale and 4 referrals.
Okay.
It's
but that-
24 things, but only 18 of them are retail sales.
Yeah, that's fine. And that 195 includes the 2 checks you're gonna get today is GCI
Yes.
in that nature.
Yes.
I just want to make sure so I update your file the right way.
So
Okay.
my whole GCI was like 209. My 1099 is going to be 196. And the $13,000 difference is the cap I've paid in November and December.
Good for you. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So 18 this year. So you're increasing to 26 next year for 2026.
Yes. But in my brain, I'm saying 30.
Okay. Well, we can put that as a stretch goal. That's fine. We could do that.
Okay.
Okay. That means that you really do need to make your phone calls then. And you really do need to
Yes.
have 4 to 5 appointments a month.
And I need Terry geared up because it's
Ask her if she will do admin back office stuff for you. If she can update your numbers, if she can update your files, you can give her access to the next document that I share with you. She could go in, she could put the pipeline information in there for you.
yes. I
Yeah.
think she will do that eventually. Right now, she's wanting to get a handle on what she's already committed to with
Okay.
me. She's very cautious about that.
All right. Well, she wants to
So
make sure she does a good job for you, which is good.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. All right. Well, listen, have a wonderful, happy, healthy holiday and a very
Thank you.
happy, healthy new year. I will see you on the
Thank
other
you.
side of the new year. Okay.
Next year. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Take care, Cathie.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.